So our next topic we have, it's a pretty simple one, but which fighting game, do you guys feel like has the best original soundtrack? I guess I can already guess what Devin is gonna say. The floor is all yours.
I mean, it's simple, man. Go for broke. Street Fighter Alpha 3, man, best fighting game, OST, hands down, no debate. Don't at me, don't send me a direct message, don't do none of that. It is what it is. I mean, Bison's best Bison theme ever. I got
His
laid
Twitter
out.
is at Mr. Game and Lift.
Don't at me. I got laid out plenty of times to Bison to that thing. Like the June and Julie theme, like, come on, man. Ball Rocks theme, like, guy, no more swinging. The best fighting game OST track in history. Come on, man. What else? I mean, it's some other ones that's top tier. Like I'm not gonna sit here and lie like there's not some other top tier fighting game OSTs. Marvel 2 was good. All that. You got Tekken 3, dope, dope soundtrack. What else you got? You got a lot. MK3. Oh man, but it just ain't Street Fighter Alpha 3. So I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Street Fighter Alpha 3, best OST fighting game OST of all time. That's it.
Remember to add him at Mr. Game _ N _ Lift.
Don't do it
on Twitter.
Do it. My block button is strong.
Mr. Game and Lift on Instagram.
Not just in fighting games, man. Block button is quite strong.
So I will definitely agree with Devin about Street Fighter Alpha 3. It is a fantastic soundtrack, probably one of the best Street Fighter soundtracks I've ever heard. I would definitely say that it's way up there as far as Street Fighter. As far as like of all time, I would have to say that in my opinion, the best fighting game OST of all time would probably be Tekken 5. I think Tekken 5, like specific Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection, with like all of the soundtracks from that game and all of them put together. Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection soundtrack was spectacular. The dragons, like basically all of the normal stages plus the variations for those stages. You have like the Dragon's Nest track. You have the track from like the city at sunset. You got the the Streetwise. Yeah, the underground fight is like one of the best soundtrack with those guys in the back.
I agree with you on that one. That's one of the best of them. I ain't gonna even lie about that one.
What's the name of that track? Unforgiven. Yep. That track is so hype. Every time I played on that track on that stage, I would get super hype. And then they were like, all right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this stage. We're going to take out some of the people and then kick up the tempo a notch. You know what I mean? Turbo Electric on that stage. That track is as hype or not, maybe even more hype than Unforgiven. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm telling you, almost, man. Oh, man. And then you have like, Serene, like kind of like the, what's called some of the stages in there, the one with the waterfall. Like that stage is kind of like, like Formless Like Water. That's the name of the track. It's like, it's kind of a serene kind of like, like that. It's good stuff. I mean, all these stages on there, like most of the time when I go back and I see like really great, like when they have like the jukebox in Tekken 7. I mean, I'm going back to Tekken 5. I'm getting all these soundtracks from Tekken 5 and then putting them in Tekken 7 because not that the Tekken 7 tracks are bad, but they're just not all of them are as good as the ones from Tekken 5, specifically Dark Resurrection. So I would say, in my opinion, Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection is the greatest OST of any fighting game ever. Final answer.
Yeah, I will say I think the Namco is probably the most consistent. I think Capcom is fairly consistent, but I gotta say Namco, whoever they have and they're pressing them keyboards and like pressing the buttons for them sounds, man, they got it. Like they got their formula down. Like I can't really name a Tekken game that I played that had a bad soundtrack. Honestly, like Tekken 3 was legendary. I agree with Evan that Tekken 5 was pretty legendary. Like Unforgiven itself in that game was enough. Tekken 4 was pretty good. What was it? I forgot the name of that soundtrack. Authentic Sky, that was a good one.
Yeah.
And Tekken 6 had a great soundtrack. Urban Warzone, what was it? Electronic Fountain, I think. That was good. Azrael's theme was good. Even Tekken 7 got good music. Like the thing I like about Tekken 7, I think this is the first time they started like round specific music, right? Or am I wrong? Because I know in Tekken 7, like the last match it's like a different arrangement for the music.
Oh yeah.
The Mishima building last round in Tekken 7. Man, I almost put the controller down and started dancing because that soundtrack is hype. Like, man, that's one of the most hype soundtracks, man. Arctic Snowfall, like
Siren's Call, bro. Siren's Call in the Darkness version of Azure, of the Infinite Azure.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. So now I will say, even though to me my personal favorite is SFA3, Namco is probably the most consistent. They make some bangers. Like I'm like, who they like what Stevie Wonder and so back there making these soundtracks, man? Because like it's like they never miss, man. They always have good soundtracks.
Real quick. One of the best tracks in Tekken 5, Dark Resurrection, was it Elegance Through Violence? Man, that track is amazing. Yo, go check that out. It's like it's one where it's like Darkness, Poolside, Elegant. I think it's either Elegance in Violence or Elegance Through Violence. Either way, that track is freaking hot, bro. Go check that out.